How's it going, everyone? This is the George here, and today I'm going to be reviewing F1. That's right, the newest movie directed by Joseph Kosinski, the director of Top Gun Maverick, starring Brad Pitt, Damson Idris. And this movie is about an aging racer who was once a promising young F1 Formula One racer, but a bad accident changed the trajectory of his racing career. He stepped away from it, racing at other events, always on the move, never staying in one place. Had a gambling problem, and when an old friend of his who has a Formula One team that is in some deep water, it has not been winning. Their second racer is out for the season, and if they don't get one win within their last 9 races of the season, the investors will force them to sell the team. And so Brad Pitt's character, Sonny Hayes, joins forces with this rookie, Joshua Pierce, played by Damson Idris, who is promising, but he's very hothead, and the two clash and have to work together to win at least one race, or one of them has to win at least one race. Now, before I continue on, it's good to be back. I've been out the last couple of weeks because I was on vacation. I went away to Ireland, and when I came back, didn't really see anything new to do a review on. I just wanted to relax, but I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be reviewing this movie because this movie was awesome. I was really much looking forward to this movie because Joseph Kosinski did a great job with Top Gun Maverick and the camera work with that movie. It's one of the best movies that have come out in years, and I really liked the trailers for this movie. And when I saw it in theaters, it did not disappoint. This movie combines two aspects that I enjoy in a movie: the kind of style of Top Gun Maverick, where an aging, well, someone who's in any profession that's aging, that doesn't want to give up, they're still doing it, they're still strong at it, and now they got to show a new generation, show a bunch of new guys, new kids how to do it. But and it's going to result in some clashing of heads and egos, as well as an underdog sports story, because this is a sports drama as well. Now, I don't watch Formula One racing. I really don't watch any kind of racing. I play racing games like Mario Kart, but I don't really watch racing. If anything, I really saw this movie just because it's Joseph Kosinski and Brad Pitt together, and the trailers just looked awesome for this movie. But the two aspects, which are familiar themes, and people will say, "Is it as original as it looks?" It's two familiar themes combined very well into one movie that, despite having these familiar themes, still feels fresh. Like, yeah, you're gonna look at this and say, "Oh, Brad Pitt's like Maverick from Top Gun." Joshua Pierce, Damson Idris's character. He's Miles Teller's character from Top Gun Maverick. But yeah, there's a different kind of dynamic between them as well. Well, and it's handled very differently. And again, this isn't like fire jets that they're flying. This is race cars. They're trying to win races, and we're learning more about Sonny and his tragic story about why he's no longer racing in his bad accident. And I gotta say, Brad Pitt did such a great job in this movie. He just pulls off playing this character that masks how upset he is, or tries to give that smirk that says you're not bothering me, but deep down you can tell it's bothering him, kind of thing. But no, Brad Pitt does such a great job in this movie as well. I hope he gets consideration when award season comes along. I know we're months away. Wait, this is a summer movie, but still, he did such a great job. Damson Idris as Joshua Pierce as well, this hothead racer. At first, is more just into the fame and glory, but as he's working with Sonny, I love how this dynamic changes throughout the movie. At first, Joshua has no respect for Sonny because he's an old timer, but over the course of the movie, it goes from not respecting him to clashing of egos to jealousy. Because at some point, minor spoiler, Joshua gets injured and he's out for some races, and Sonny's carrying this team and he's doing really well. It's this really nice comeback story to these two realizing that they're very similar. They learn to respect one another, and then they work together so well to win this final race. And I just love how that relationship and dynamic develops through the movie. The rest of the cast is pretty good as well. No bad performances, but it's really Brad Pitt and Damson Idris that carry this movie. The racing scenes are entertaining. They're really cool. The camera work as well, they do such a great job. Like that camera work from Top Gun Maverick where they're filming them as they're flying the fire jets, and you're seeing the emotion from them as they're in the cockpit of these jets, like trying to fly them. It's the same thing with these cars. You see them like in the front seat, see as they're driving, and even though like they're wearing helmets, it's kind of hard to see like most of their emotion. You really mostly see their eyes. It's easy to tell when Pitt's character is mad about something or he's acting cocky. Like there's a scene that happens in the middle of the movie where something happens with their team that is a setback for them, and Brad Pitt's character Sonny is not happy. And the next race, he's racing angrily, and you see that angry, pissed off look in his eyes. It's just captured so well, and the camera work does such a great job of capturing that and the intensity of this movie. Like Top Gun Maverick put me on the edge of my seat, especially in the third act. Joseph Kosinski does that a lot with all these races in this movie. You never know what's going to happen. And like he does it like earlier on in the movie. It's not just the third act when the final race happens and you're on the edge of your seat. See, I think it's like the second or third race of the movie that he really puts you on the edge of your seat. See as to what can happen. Some people might feel that with the first race of the movie. He just does such a great job of building tension and making the audience stress out in a good way, because it's like you don't know what's going to happen, because this ain't like other sports movies. This isn't like Remember the Titans, where a new coach comes in a new system, and despite the hurdles that they're facing, which obviously it's a different situation because Remember the Titans takes place during a time when race relations are at an all-time high as far as like things happening. Like you don't know what's going to happen, and like bad things can happen. Racism is still happening wherever. I don't want to focus too much on Remember the Titans, but despite all the hurdles that they were facing in regards to injuries and people saying this team can't come together because of racial issues, they still went undefeated that season. Coach Carter, same thing. The hurdles that they face from guys can't play games because of their grades, and how strict Coach Carter is implementing a new system after years of failure and all that. The team still plays so well and is undefeated until the playoffs, where they lose a game, but it's not about the winning or the losing. It's about molding these boys into men and helping them get out of a system that's being unfair to them. But still, it's not like a happy-go-lucky, hey, we're going to change things around and we're going to win everything. No, right from the first race that these two work together, it's not going to be easy. Egos get in the way. Risky, reckless decisions get in the way. Injuries get in the way. Like, it's not an easy road to getting that victory that will save this team. And Hans Zimmer's score, by the way, is great in this as well. And this movie, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. For the most part, I think the runtime of it is fine. It does feel like it's doing that thing at the end where it's Return of the King. You don't know when the movie can end. It wants to end at 100 different points, but it's not dragging on at the same time. I think the runtime works pretty well. But, some people might complain and say, hey, a 2 hour and 30-minute movie or a race car movie may not work for them. I think it works in this movie. But regardless, I think F1 is one of the best sports movies out there. In fact, this actually makes me want to check out a Formula One race myself. But yes, great acting from Brad Pitt and Damson Idris. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Great camera work from Joseph Kosinski. Great tension and stress and build-up with these races. The races look great. The score was great. The road ahead is unpredictable. You could have easily made this predictable, like Coach Carter. Not Coach Carter is predictable, but you could have gone the Coach Carter, Remember the Titans direction. You could have also gone the Major League in Hoosiers direction as well, where it does start off rough, but the rest of the season goes by pretty smoothly. No, like this is a really rough racing season for them. So I love that it feels a lot fresh and different, even though it has themes that we've seen in other movies. But taking the formula of Top Gun Maverick and the sports comeback formula, meshing it together, and making this great movie that to me is probably the second best movie as of right now, the year behind Sinners. Sinners was phenomenal. This is probably second as of right now. I don't know. We'll see if Superman, um, Fantastic Four, Wicked, or heck, it doesn't even have to be a franchise movie. There's going to be award season movies that come out later this year that's probably going to move up on the list and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to give F1 an A. This is an excellent movie that I think you should see in theaters with some familiar beats and an ending that, you kind of wonder when it's going to end or whatever. But overall, I had a great time with this movie, and I recommend you see it in theaters. And so, F1, have you seen it? What did you think about it? And what's one of your favorite recent sports movies to come out? Let me know in the comments down below. And by the way, as far as sports movies go, Rocky and Remember the Titans are probably my top two favorite movies. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe already if you haven't. Please share this with someone that wants to see F1. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.